because you and
Okay.
I are as far as I'm concerned, peas and carrots. I love the way we've collaborated.
Oh yeah.
Why don't we let viewers in on how this all began? And I'm not even sure it must be years ago that we began, maybe, but
Two,
we've been 2
two,
years. Yeah, okay.
two, almost three.
Almost three. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, this is time is a strange thing when we're working in terms of chronological time, but then also in terms of book
To
volumes.
book volumes. Yep.
Um, but anyway, yeah. How did it all begin for you?
Well, uh, probably about 2.5, 3 years before I reached out to contact you, um, my readers started asking, are these books going to be in audio? And at that point in time, I wasn't at a place in my career where I could really guarantee them that it was going to be in audio. Audio is an investment. It's a wonderful investment, but it is an investment.
Hmm.
So, I was looking around. I was looking around, and they sent me all their favorite narrators, but there was nobody who I could get that hit all the tones that I wanted for my Kings of Guardian. I was very specific on what I wanted specifically for Jacob. Jacob was my number one big one. I wanted to make sure that whatever narrator I got Jacob, and he got Tori, and he understood the concept of the book going forward. And I was just scrolling through Facebook one day, and just a random, going through before I started working for the day. And I believe Becky McGraw had a audio snippet of one of her audiobooks up on Facebook, which I really needed to learn how to do to advertise the books. But anyway, that's another story. Um, and I clicked on it, and it was one of her Seals books, I believe. And it was you doing, I believe it was an action scene. And oh my God, stop the presses. I said, wait a second. And I rewound it, and I listened to it again, and I rewound it, and I listened to it again. I sent it to my PR specialist and this is Jacob. This is the voice I want. Listen to it. And she said, she responded back immediately. She goes, absolutely, go for it. And then I reached out to you. At that point in time, I had been saving forever, so I was ready to go because I couldn't find audio. I knew I was going to do audio, but when I found the narrator, I said, okay, let's go do this. And you said, fantastic. What do you want to do? And I'm going, I don't know. I know nothing about audio. And that was the honest to God truth. I knew zero. I didn't even know ACX existed. It was really that basic for me. So Matt, and he will be very kind and demure and say that he didn't do all this, but he did. He taught me everything about audio. He taught me about ACX. He taught me about, how to review the books, how to offer a book, how to claim the book. He just basically walked me through everything, held my hand for at least, I'd say, a good 6 books before I really got the gist of it and could do it again. But you really are an amazing talent and a fantastic collaborator and a great friend as far as I'm concerned. I just absolutely adore the way that we can communicate. And it's because we communicate that we get along so well.
Right. And I mean, that's such a crucial part of things. For viewers, ACX is the Audiobook Creation Exchange.
Yes.
And those of you who are interested in going audio, and we can talk about some of the advantages that going audio has. But ACX, Audiobook Creation Exchange, is owned by Audible, which is the #1 distributor of audiobooks in the known universe.
Correct.
And what it is it's a platform where you take your book and you put it up for auditions, or you simply put it up for the process of getting it published as audio. And they give you all the software that you need. There's no fee for it because Amazon takes a certain chunk. Amazon, by the way, owns ACX. And of
Mm-hmm.
course, ACX, Amazon owns everything.
Audible, yeah. They do. If
um,
they don't, they will.
yeah, yeah. Um, so it's a very handy platform by which to get it done yourself without having to go to a publishing entity to get your work done. So if you are the author and the rights holder for your book, this is a wonderful way to get your book up there and published. And it does take some getting used to in terms of working with a narrator that knows how it works. Some of the things that I've discovered that are very handy when working with authors are, first of all, to make sure that we both have our professional boundaries around who is taking care of what.
What?
And that's where I've really appreciated Kris, because there's in terms of going back to how do characters get created for the audio, Kris and I have a very specific and well-honed system of this is what Kris is looking for with the characters. Here is the basic celebrity equivalent that she has in mind, or can put in mind if she had to translate this, and then hands it off to me. What I do is I send her a demo of the different characters to the lyrics of I bet you're sick of this song by now.
I am.
Neil Young's song Thrasher. I can find
Thrasher.
one if you like.
No, keep going, Thrashers. It's a rhythm now. It's a rhythm.
Okay, great. And yeah, so I take like the first quarter of Neil Young's song Thrasher, and then I put a character's voice to it. And then Kris gets back to me with her feedback. And we do not start until I know that Kris is satisfied with the voices. And then once those voices are set, the voices and the narration tone and rhythm, that's in my court. So Kris then, her job is to listen back to the tracks that I've edited and completed and let me know if I missed anything in terms of technical word, or if there is sometimes an edit that gets inserted, and I need to get that out. But it's been such an enjoyable process, and I want to say that one of the things that makes it so enjoyable for me, Kris is talking about how I've been sort of an instructor or for her.
Mentor, absolutely.
On getting the books up. Well, what I love about what I get to do is authors who are so passionate about their work and so competent in their work. And I really don't think that you get your book as far as audio without having a certain confidence, which usually comes from competence. But the authors really are the ones who instruct me as to how to narrate simply through their writing. And I find Kris's books so easy to just dive into because, she knows what she is doing. You know what you're doing. And so the tone of a certain situation, particularly usually in the early parts of the story where a character is fumbling and stumbling with their quirks as they rub up against another character's quirks, that kind of chemistry, that kind of comedic element that happens where they're really frustrating each other, and the unique ways in which that's happening are so delicious. And if people were to ask me, well, how do you find the drama in this? How do you find the comedy? How do you find your tone? It's like it's mapped out for me, through the writing. So that is, that's just been delightful. And
Thank you.
yeah.